Hey guys, Pete Saz here. I just wanted to tackle that question, is USI Tech a scam or a Ponzi? Now, everything in this video and everything that I say is from my point of view, my perspective, my understanding, knowledge, and due diligence. Now, a little bit about me. So I've got a background in network marketing for the past 4 or 5 years. I've had financial success with multiple different companies, and I have come to understand and learn quite a bit about the industry itself and the difference between scams, Ponzi's, so to speak. So, firstly, for those that don't understand and don't know, the network marketing industry, or direct sales as it's referred to, or MLM, multi-level marketing, is a close to $200 billion industry, and there is multiple hundreds and hundreds of different companies in this industry, and it is a heavily regulated, and there's governing bodies and laws making sure that these companies all do the right thing. And there's companies in this industry that you would have heard of, for example, Amway, Herbalife, Isogenics, Tupperware, ACN, World Ventures, Keani, and I can keep going on. And they're all legitimate businesses selling products or services. And network marketing, direct sales, MLM is simply a distribution model for products and services. Okay, these companies choose to distribute their products and services through word of mouth sales, and they don't pay millions upon millions like traditional companies for advertising and marketing. They incorporate all that into their products and services and pay its members commissions for bringing them new business and new customers. So that's basically how the industry works, and it's been around for a very long time. And every single company nowadays does have some form of rewards or affiliate marketing or some system where they reward you for bringing them new business. So that's, Telstra, the biggest telecommunications company in Australia, even Red Energy, the electricity provider that I have. You bring them a new client, they give you $50 voucher. Every single, your gym, right? You refer people, you get free PT sessions or whatever. So everyone has some sort of way of rewarding people for bringing them new business. But these companies choose to completely distribute their whole products and services through word of mouth. Now, a Ponzi is essentially something where there's generally no product or service, or the company doesn't really do anything. And a Ponzi is essentially where it's only generation of money, or the only way that they generate money is by more and more and more people coming on board and putting money in. And so all that money sort of flows up, and from all the way from the bottom, just coming in, more people coming in, so they're able to sort of sustain it for a short amount of time until it all collapses. But generally, they don't have any legitimate product or a service they're distributing, or they don't offer anything. And that's what a Ponzi is, and a scam. And yes, there is many out there. There's always been many out there, and there will always be many out there. Now, in the cryptocurrency space, yes, there is a lot of scams at the moment. And at the end of the day, there's scams in everything, right? Credit card fraud, for example, is $200 billion a year, right? There's scams in everything, and there always will be. It doesn't make an industry or a company or something bad or a scam. Okay, so that's a little bit about that. Now, with USI Tech, first of all, one thing is that USI Tech's registered in Dubai, and that has a lot of people wondering why. Well, that's actually very smart business sense, okay? And it's for tax purposes. In Dubai, there's a lot of reasons why you'd register a huge business, because essentially there's no tax, okay? If you register a business like this in United States or Australia, 50% of your revenue or your profit basically goes to tax, goes to the government. And then to be able to pay everyone after that would be very challenging and not a sustainable business, and I'd actually be questioning the intelligence of the owners in the company. So that's a very good thing that they're registered there, and that's why they're registered there. Now, the owners themselves, there's 4 owners essentially, or 4 head leaders that come together to make USI Tech work, and they've all got proven track record and success in their own individual fields. And there's Horst Chicker, who's essentially the head business guy of USI Tech, and he's taken multiple billion-dollar companies public. So he's already got a proven track record. Okay, then we've got Ralph Gold, who's got over 30 years of trading in trading. So he's got a proven track record of success in trading for himself, and also getting incredible results for a lot of other big clients. Then there's Mike Kiefer. Now he's essentially got a background in network marketing, MLM, direct sales, and he's built huge networks, and he's just an incredible human. And so he's got a proven track record in network marketing. And then there's Joe Severino, who's basically written sort of the software and uses or has had multiple artificial intelligence trading bots and all sorts of software that even the banks use and have used. And so it's essentially, these are sort of the key players that have made USI come together and work. And now a few things is, you may see articles or things on the internet claiming that the owners have been involved in scams or Ponzi's before. Well, first of all, there's always 2 sides to a story. And basically when somebody does something and it doesn't work out, it doesn't make it a Ponzi or a scam. All right, when there's legitimate companies that start out with the right intentions to do the right thing, and then they fail or collapse, that does not make it a Ponzi or a scam. Okay, and billion-dollar companies have vanished overnight and taken people's money, or shareholders' money or whatever. And so that wasn't a scam. It was just, I suppose, the management at the top didn't know what they were doing, and so they got into too much debt, and essentially the company could no longer operate and collapsed. So that's another thing to keep in mind and remember. Okay, now a lot of other reasons why USI Tech's not a scam. They've got a legal attorney in USA that basically has looked over the whole business, the whole operations, done even background checks on all the owners and everything, and has publicly come out and has given their statement in saying that yes, USI Tech does what they say they do. They're a legitimate business. There's no shonky, scammy business going on. Now, this is a big, reputable attorney. And for somebody like that to put their name to a claim like this, they're essentially putting their reputation on the line as well. So, it's something that can be taken seriously and not just with a grain of salt. Now, another thing is, the owners show up to events. They're all over the internet. They're all over, supporting the company, presenting their products and services. Right? Generally, if you're running a scam, you're just going to be hidden behind a website and completely out of the public eye, right? You're not going to really, generally speaking, put your face, your name, your integrity, everything on the line if you're out to scam people. I mean, that's just common sense if you ask me. Has it happened before? I think it might have, perhaps, but the point is, 4 people wouldn't sacrifice their life in a way, because, when you're taking people's money and playing with people's money, people can hunt you down, and essentially, bad things can happen to you. So that's another reason why I believe. Plus, to mention, when you see them speak, hear them speak, you feel that they're coming from a good place, the energy, their vibe, so it's just, another reason why they're here to help and basically do good for people involved with the company. Okay, now a lot of other things is, there's a lot of articles out there claiming for all sorts of reasons why they're a scam. Now let's go through those. So essentially, first and foremost, anyone can create a website and write whatever they want on that website. All right, that does not make it true, accurate, or correct at all. right? Even if it's a reputable website, which most of them are just complete amateurs, or anyone with an opinion just puts it up there. And then, they do this for a few reasons, okay? So firstly, it's actually to get Google hits and get their website up in the Google listings, okay? The higher you are when anyone searches USI Tech and your website comes up or whatever, you're getting a lot more traffic. Now, with getting a lot more traffic to your website, there's a lot of benefits, right? You can push your own agenda, you can push your own products and services. And two is, if you have a lot of traffic, you're able to get sponsorship and big companies to pay you money to do some ads for them, or sell their products and services. So writing garbage generally attracts a lot of people, and they do this with companies, right, that or with things or companies that are growing and are a hot topic. And one example is also, with me, for example, I've been involved with Isogenics, and that is a 15-year-old company now, legitimate business with a proven model, incredible product. And you will find articles calling it scam, right? Herbalife, Amway, all these huge companies that have been around for 50-something years, some of them, and there's articles claiming that it's a scam and ponzi. So just be very, very careful believing these opinions, because that's all they are. And like I explained, is actually do it. And I know personally somebody that actually writes these negative articles knowing that he's just basically writing crap, but it's actually a tactic and a marketing tactic that they use to attract attention and traffic. Okay. Now, another thing that why someone would write something like this is the heading could be called USI as a scam, but when you actually go to it, they actually tell you that it's not a scam, and they write all the reasons why it's not, and then at the end they give you their link to sign up with them. So that's another sort of hidden sort of way of getting traffic to their website and then signing you up with them. Okay, now another thing is with USI Tech, find one person that's lost money, and I dare say you will not find one person, okay? And USI Tech's now got 500,000 members in 70 different countries. Now, most people, if you scam one or two people or a few hundred people, yes, that may happen, but to be, at the place where 500,000 members and growing at a rate of, close to 5,000 members a day on some days, it's something that obviously people look at it and understand it, and it's not basically a company that can scam so many people so quickly. Another thing is they got a proven track record already, and when the company started, their only sold product was Forex automated trading bot. And the way that this operated was you purchase the software and you fund a brokerage account with a broker, and you control all your money and your finances. It was impossible for USI to run off with your money. So, if it was a scam, then how would they have started out a scam like that, where it's literally impossible to actually scam people because you controlled your own finances and money? The Bitcoin and BTC packages opportunity only started halfway through 2017, 6 months after operation, because they realized that there's a huge potential, and it's basically an industry that has incredible returns and rewards, and so that's why they got in. Now, another thing is to understand how USI generates its returns. That's another reason why it's not a scam. They use various methods to generate returns, and one is mining, okay, altcoin mining, which is a profitable, everyday profitable operation. Just some days you profit less, or some days more. Then there's cryptocurrency trading. Then there's fiat to cryptocurrency trading, and then there's arbitrage trading. Now, I won't go into how each one operates and what it is, but two of those are very low risk, and then two of those are somewhat a little bit higher risk, but for all of them, they incorporate artificial intelligence. So it's not really humans doing a lot of these processes. It's artificial intelligence and bots, and they're basically, that's what banks and huge wealthy people use in any form of trading, is it's not generally done by humans anymore, because humans cannot do the job of an artificial intelligence and bot. Okay, now another thing is, in this industry, in cryptocurrency right now, you can get double-digit returns daily if you know what you're doing. And I had no idea what I was doing when I got started, and I turned $2,000 into $10,000 in like 3 weeks. Okay, and that was straight up luck. I literally admit that I had absolutely no idea what I'm doing. So for somebody that actually has artificial intelligence doing all these things, they can create and generate a lot and daily. And then that's why how this operates is then they generate a lot of returns and capital daily, and they're able to pay us that 0.75 to 1.25% a day. Now, also, if we break it down, the returns they give us overall, they give us 40%, because each package gives us a return of 140%. So there's 40% that's actual sort of return on our capital. The 100% is essentially just our capital back. But out of that 100%, 35% comes out to pay all the commissions 12 levels deep. So essentially, it's 35% plus 40%, so 75% overall that they need to generate, because the rest is just simply your Bitcoin back. Now, if you do the math, 75% across roughly 6 months, because that's how long it takes for each package to sort of run and give us the 140% return, works out to be on average about 13% a month, or even less. So in cryptocurrency space, like I explained, that's actually not a lot for people that know what they're doing. All right. And lastly, just to finish off, is there's a huge difference between an amateur, an expert, and a company that knows what they're doing. Right. Like I explained, there's a lot of these so-called cryptocurrency experts, and they think, or they just because they can't generate such returns, consistently, they call this a scam. Now, and I use an analogy, and this was actually used at one of the USI events, is if I or you perhaps got in a Formula One car and tried to take it around the track and drive it as, it was meant to be driven and pedal to the metal, so to speak, you would crash on the first corner. Or if you wouldn't, you probably wouldn't make it around the track without crashing. Now, if you put Schumacher in the Formula One car and got him to go around the track, he could do that all day long, not crash. There's a huge difference between an expert and amateur. And just because, amateurs don't get consistent big returns on a daily basis, it doesn't mean that companies using artificial intelligence and bots and operations can't achieve such, actually not high returns, which is only about 13% a month if you do the math. So that's some of the reasons why I believe USI TECH's not a scam, and I'm happy to go through any of these in further detail with anybody that would like. So, just reach out, ask. I'm happy to, explain anything further. Now, like I explained, everything that I have stated is from my personal opinion, view, understanding, and also knowledge through the years of coming to understand this industry and how legitimate companies work. Now, I will finish off also, yes, like I explained, there is a lot of Ponzi's and scams coming up, especially in the cryptocurrency space, and I get hit up a lot. But I believe USI Tech is a 100% legal, compliant, fully legit business, and it's got a very, very bright future that's changing lives and will change a lot of lives. Thank you, and speak soon. Have a great day.